This podcast encourages and empowers you to create your own unique real story, develop your own unique real statement, and discover your own unique real self. The power is yours. Good night, Andrea Thomas. How are you doing on this wonderful, beautiful night?
I am doing wonderful, enjoying the peace.
That sounds as though there are children involved somewhere.
Yes, definitely. Thankfully, the husband is taking care of him, running the fort, so we're good.
Good man. So what part of the world are you in right now?
I am in America, and I'm actually in Texas.
Okay, all right. What part of Texas are we? Is it Dallas, San Antonio? Come on, tell me.
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, I loved my stay at Dallas. It was amazing. Yeah, Dallas was great. Yeah, we had my wife had buffalo burger there. Yeah, bison burger. Yeah. But
oh,
yeah.
Yes.
You've had it before?
Had that. Yes, I have. I'm now vegan, but I had in the past.
Yeah. No, I'm vegan as well, but I did order it for her because, yeah. It's the best of the both worlds, right? The vegan ordering that. Well, do tell me which of your talents is responsible for us connecting at this specific time in history.
You know, my talent actually kind of evolved, and I went to school for architecture and had my first daughter. And she developed itchy skin and skin allergies. And so I decided to stay home to be with her, watch her develop and grow. And she needed something to help her stop scratching long enough so that I could solve what was truly going on. And so I took those skills from architecture, applied the design aspect, and created the ScratchMeNot, which is now award winning. And that has been pivotal in helping her get through that stage, and also children around the world.
That is so amazing. Now, there are many things that are amazing here, right? The product is amazing, of course. You can look that up. The name of the product is also amazing. But like the person who does this is, to me, most amazing. The person who sits down and decides, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, where did that person come from? The tenacity, if you would. Where did that come from?
You know, I think it's inside of all of us. It's just a matter of what will trigger it. And in this situation, it was my firstborn. Like it's something about seeing your own child going through pain, and you can't quite figure out how to stop it. It just makes the wheels turn in your brain over and over and over again until you figure out a solution. And so that's where I was, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., in the morning, in the afternoon, just racking my brain trying to figure out how to solve it.
So tell me how it works, please.
Yeah, so it's a sleeve with mittens that flip open and closed, and the great thing about it is that it has a silk outer layer, so that if they're rubbing or scratching or just trying to get to the itch itself, there's no abrasion. And then they can be worn with clothes over top of it or under them, and so I don't have to worry about having that same outfit per se every day, or have her in her itch outfit. So I just like the versatility of it.
And what about keeping her cool in humid temperatures?
You know, that's the product is made of bamboo, which adjusts to the heat, and then also like no matter what you wear, you're going to have some type of heat or associated with it. So with that, it's more of what's more important, her scratching until she hurts and bleeds, or keeping her a little bit more cooler. So either way, it's breathable, so it's not too big of a challenge for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah, I immediately just think about in the Caribbean. One of the things we do have mosquitoes, right? I mean, there's so many places that have them, but the temperature, I mean, it's warm. We do have air conditioners. Yes, it's not so primitive, but that's why I asked the question. I think it's a great thing for people and countries where mosquitoes, and then there are countries that mosquitoes do a lot more harm, right? So that's pretty cool. It sounds extremely great. Yeah. So
it's great. I mean, we're in Texas, so I understand the heat, so that's why we make it lightweight.
Yeah, sounds good. The bamboo, love it. So where can we go to find out more about ScratchMeNot?
ScratchMeNot.com.
What other name would we have for that website? ScratchMeNot.com. All right. Well, tell me one other thing that you've done consistently over the last 3 years.
You know, over the last 3 years, I think as an entrepreneur, it requires you to be consistent. And that's the part that many struggle with and many quit. And so that is the one thing that I have persevered and done, is being consistent and showing up. And even when those, hardships come up, you have a choice in the decision, and that is to keep going. And that's what I've done.
How does it make you feel, Andrea, to see yourself move from architect to work at home mom, to then be who you are today? How does it make you feel? It's parallel to just the phases of life, like just seasons of life. And each one of them are very dear and special. And each one of them had caused different identity crises, because you're going from career person to a mom to now an entrepreneur, and each one has their pros and cons. So I feel very accomplished. I feel like, I can do anything. So it's such a, it's rewarding to be able to look back and see those seasons and know that I'm still evolving. Love it. Suggest to someone that's listening, that mother, even that father who is in transition, if you would, as well. Why they should do what you've done by equipping yourself and pushing through and not giving up.
You said why?
Yeah, why should they do it?
They have to know their why. They have to know their mission. So in my situation, I knew that my daughter was going through a health concern. And so I sat there and I talked with my husband. I said, if we're going through this to this degree, that means other people around the world are. And so I'm going to create something. And if it helps my daughter, I'm going to sell it. And so when those challenges arise, when those hardships arise within entrepreneurship, that why, that mission keeps me going. That why keeps me up, and it wakes me up early in the morning on a Monday. It propels me when I want to be sleeping with more ideas of how I can push the mission forward, push the movement forward.
Love it. Again, amazing audience. You're hearing it live from Andrea Thomas. You can definitely check her out at ScratchMeNot.com. Andrea, let's switch gears for a moment now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Andrea, what is your earliest childhood memory?
This is a memory that I truly can't tell if it is an actual memory or a dream. But I remember sitting in a car seat at the age of like 9 months, and they would put the car seat on a bed and lightning struck. And I remember the startling feeling of that moment. And to this day, I've asked my mom over and over and over again, like, did this really happen, or was this a dream? And she was like, we were there, and this may have occurred, but I don't remember the thunder. So that still baffles me to this day.
Why do you think this memory sticks out? If you dig a bit deeper, if you dug a bit deeper.
Why does it stick out? It just causes me to want to understand how the brain works and how it stores memories. And if it is possible for me to understand a moment at that age, at such a young age, and is it truly possible? So I think that's why I hold on to it and I still ponder.
Yeah, that's amazing. So can I offer an interpretation to the thought picture you created in my mind with that memory?
Sure, I'd love to hear it.
I love the fact that you have actually become the voice for the child that has an experience. In your particular experience, it was not as traumatic as what your daughter experienced, and so many other children with itchy skin. But here it is, you actually became that voice for that person by not just seeing it, not just experiencing the lightning, if you would, but to provide a resource for that individual, for that child, by creating ScratchMeNot, yeah? By being that person who went a layer after, if you would, to provide that protection then. I suppose if you were inventing something for you back then, it would be like lightning glasses, right?
It feels a direct parallel, probably.
Yes. But that is pretty fascinating to me.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me even ponder more.
Yes. If we fast forward to when you were 12 years old, what was your favorite song?
I could not think of one.
All right.
This is one of those things where my husband always jokes on me. I always get the name of songs wrong. I always get the lyrics wrong. And so this is just, I couldn't come up with a song.
You're good. You're not the first, and I'm sure you would not be the last. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Well, we've arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there is a small declaration form. So it's yes or no, possibly a bit more. We're going to move pretty quickly here. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Andrea, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
Yes.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
Yes.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
Never.
How about screen time, the phone and or the computer, more than 8 or less than 8 hours a day?
Oh, my goodness. It's relative. I am victim to both.
I've never had that answer before. It's relative. All right, if you had to share with us your own unique, real statement, a statement that represents Andrea Thomas, what would you say that is?
Become as transparent to your real self as possible, as quickly as possible, so that you can impact more lives quicker and faster.
Love it. As fast as lightning. Andrea Thomas, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I'd like to thank you for this opportunity. It's really reflective, and it gives me an opportunity to slow down and just enjoy what's been accomplished. Definitely. I would love for those who are looking to scale their businesses, they're selling physical products, to definitely reach out to me. I have one of my favorite freebies that I give to those who are looking to create more sales, which of course helps to enlarge your movement, get more people involved in your mission, and that is bit.ly/1simpletweak. Each word is capitalized, and you'll be able to get that freebie there.
Oh, thank you so much. Andrea Thomas, thank you for being on what is inspired by 12-minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This segment has been brought to you by Amazel Enterprise.